Brandon Blackstock, Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband, lost his fight with cancer at the age of 48. Former stepson of country music icon Reba McEntire, Blackstock is a talent manager. From 2013 to 2022, he was married to American Idol star Clarkson, with whom he had 2 small children. Blackstock's passing was announced just hours after Clarkson said she was delaying the remaining dates of her August Las Vegas residency because of her ex-husband's sickness. "We share the news of Brandon Blackstock's passing with great sadness," a statement from the family's spokesman read. Brandon fought cancer for over 3 years with courage. In the company of his family, he died quietly. "Thank you for your prayers and thoughts, and please respect the privacy of the family during this very trying time." Blackstock had been fighting melanoma, they said. The Mayo Clinic states that melanoma is a severe type of skin cancer that arises in the cells that give skin its color. Melanoma is brought on by exposure to ultraviolet radiation, and it typically appears on areas of the skin that are frequently exposed to the sun, which is a major source of UV light. River, age 11, and Remington, age 9, were born to Clarkson, 43, and Blackstock prior to their divorce in 2020. Along with a grandchild named Lake, Blackstock also had 2 children from a previous marriage, Savannah, age 23, and Seth, age 19. A month prior to Blackstock's passing, Savannah revealed she was expecting a girl, her second child. On Instagram, she posted, "We've been keeping a couple sweet surprises. In early January, a new girl will arrive, and our family has already benefited greatly from the entrance of another lovely daughter named Juliana. The Lord has shown such faithfulness. His generosity during this season has left us in astonishment, and He has crafted a story we could never have imagined. He has answered prayers for us that we didn't even know how to ask. This trip has been so unique, full of grace, excitement, and serenity. Our hearts are overflowing, and we are once again growing. Thank you, Jesus." The last photo of Blackstock was taken in March of this year, when he was seen with his brother Shelby and McEntire at the Houston Rodeo, looking weak. Shelby, age 35, is the child of Blackstock's father, film producer Narvel Blackstock, who was married to McEntire from 1989 to 2015. Clarkson disclosed to X in a statement on Wednesday that she had to leave the stage due to a health concern with Blackstock. "I regretfully have to postpone the remaining dates for the August studio session in Las Vegas," she stated. "Even though I usually don't talk about my personal life, I need to be totally there for my kids right now because their father has been sick for the past year. I truly apologize to everyone who purchased show tickets, and I sincerely appreciate your understanding, grace, and kindness," she said in closing. What would happen to supporters who had already bought tickets for Clarkson's rescheduled residency dates was not disclosed. In 2012, Clarkson and Blackstock started dating, and the two were married the following year. At first, their connection was both romantic and professional because her spouse was also her manager. In 2015, Clarkson wrote a song called "Place by Piece" in remembrance of Blackstock, who she claimed provided her with security that her father did not. However, Clarkson filed for divorce in June 2020, citing irreconcilable differences. The two then got involved in years of financial-related legal disputes. Clarkson received a $2.6 million judgment against her husband only a year after their contentious divorce was reportedly finalized in March 2022. Clarkson had argued that her husband should not have been able to receive millions of dollars in commissions for deals he arranged that should have been handled by a talent agent instead of her manager, and the California Labor Commissioner finally agreed. It decided that Blackstock had gone too far by avoiding Clarkson's Creative Artists Agency representatives. In May 2024, a deal was ultimately struck between the warring ex-partners in Clarkson's lawsuit regarding the commission fees. She had demanded a more detailed accounting of commissions paid to her ex-husband because she had previously won the $2.6 million judgment for deals Blackstock had landed for her dating back to 2017. However, she had also claimed that he had been replacing her talent agents while working as her manager as early as 2007. After the settlement was struck, both Clarkson and Blackstock asked for her case to be dropped, but the specifics of the arrangement were not made public. As part of their divorce settlement in 2022, the Moment Like This singer consented to give her ex-husband a lump sum payment of $1.3 million. Additionally, Clarkson agreed to pay Blackstock $45,601 a month in child support. Her spousal support payments were scheduled to stop in January of last year, but she was also required to pay Blackstock $115,000 a month. River and Remington would live with their mother in Los Angeles and spend one weekend a month at Blackstock's house in Montana, but the ex-couples agreed to share joint custody of the kids. Before he was set to leave in June 2022, he was currently paying Clarkson rent on the Montana ranch they had shared. ATVs, snowmobiles, and 2 pickup trucks, a Ford F-350 and an F-250, as well as Blackstock's farm animals, cattle, dogs, and horses, were all permitted to remain on the property as part of the settlement. In addition to a baby grand piano, hunting gear, and all of their weaponry from before and throughout their marriage, Clarkson was also allowed to keep the little family pets. For many weeks earlier this year, the TV personality was inexplicably absent from her talk show of the same name, skipping 10 shows altogether. Clarkson did not provide an explanation for her absence at the time, but in May, she grumbled on stage about the show's rigorous schedule, which she claimed prevented her from doing as much traveling as she would have liked. Previously, the singer stated that she'd never wanted to get married the first time. Brandon had children, a religious background, and it was important, I think, for him, the singer remarked. I haven't been that person, though. My family has seen a few divorces, so I simply don't want to attach any significance to it. Love is not forever, according to the Miss Independent hitmaker. I've always known that love is hard, Kelly clarified. For me, there has always been this elephant in the room of melancholy when it comes to love. I'm aware that love is fleeting. I do not intend for that to come off as gloomy, but I believe that word is under a lot of strain. Love might be like saying, "This is not good for you," to someone. For me, this is not good. Having to face that is difficult. But I believe you mature when you do.